10 years later, almost a decade out of date, but finally we could be getting the fight that we should have got back in 2015, 2016, even 2017. It could be Anthony Joshua taking on Deontay Wilder. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. This is a massive fight, or at least I should say it was a massive fight. Both of these guys were undefeated. Both of these guys were world champions. Both of these guys were knocking people out left, right, and centre. But that was in their glory days. That was in the mid 2010s. That was in the late 2010s. We've seen now over the past few years, especially, Joshua has lost multiple times. Deontay Wilder has lost multiple times. In fact, Deontay Wilder has lost, I believe, 3 out of his last 4 fights. Joshua's got a pretty similar record, to be honest, losing to Usyk twice, and then he came back, had a couple of easy fights before losing to Dubois. So both of these guys are absolute losers. And we're asking the question, is it too late?
I think it is too late, to be brutally honest. I mean, it's 2025, as you pointed out. I mean, as some of us might not want to believe, the mid-2010s is 10 years ago. Scary.
Well, I did point that out. I elaborated on that at the beginning. That's the whole point.
I know you did elaborate on it, but some people might think it's only 6 years ago.
Aye, some people might think that 10 years ago is only 6 years ago, mate.
No, I'm talking about... It is scary to think that 2015 is 10 years ago.
Well,
and it is, and you know, we actually bet big money on Wilder in his last fight against Big Shang, and Big Shang wiped the floor with him.
I'd say it was big money, like, but it felt like a big blow.
Big money, they don't know that. Send us more money, guys, so I can stick big money on this fight.
Question is, who would your money be on in this one?
I have to be Joshua, man. Wilder's... The bronze bomber was bombed out, man, I'm telling you.
I think his chicken
ran out of
legs,
C4.
his chicken legs will fucking fold.
They're raw. There's no fucking cooking them.
As soon as something lands on his chin. So, yeah, Saudi Princess came out and said if he can't get Fury out of retirement for Fury Joshua, then he'll look to make Joshua Wilder instead. And these two guys were supposed to fight years and years ago. They were supposed to fight in the 2010s. Didn't happen. Wilder was ducking Joshua. Or people say Joshua was making terms that Wilder would never agree to. I mean, you can come to whatever conclusion you want. Fight never happened. And then the fight was pretty much set up to happen a couple of years ago, and Wilder lost to Parker, and that pretty much derailed that. So, yeah, there's been some roadworks in here. Also, Wilder kind of wasted... I say wasted, but he kind of like... He spent a lot of his career fighting with Fury, didn't he? Listen, I mean, 3 fights, a trilogy... I think it was 3 fights over the course of about 4.5 years. So, I mean, that's a lot of time in boxing, especially at the top. Your time doesn't last for long. And see these people that are out for long periods of time with inactivity or only want to fight once a year. I think it's garbage. See, you only want to fight once a year, and what if you're fighting the same guy in a trilogy? That's 3 years of your career where you focus on nobody else but this guy.
No, totally. And I think boxing is weird. You're right. It's like... 15 years for a boxer is pretty much the entirety of his career, but then that can be at so many different levels. Like, I'll be honest, man, you never really heard of it to Wilder until Fury came back. And then, as quick as you could say, the bronze bomber from Alabama, or the hammer from Alabama, he's gone. Bang, the dirt is gone. Joshua's stock is absolutely plummeted, but I'd say Wilder's is dead.
Aye, Wilder's on life support. He's got a comeback fight coming up next against some unknown guy that we've never heard of. If he loses to him, then he doesn't even get the Joshua fight. He has to win that. He should win it. He's made a career out of beating nobody, so...
But does anyone want to see this? Like, let's be brutal. I mean, is Joshua not winning easy unless this guy lands with one of his bombers?
I mean, it's like Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, and nobody wants to see it. It's done. Nobody wanted to see it back either, like, when it was fresh, like. But
yeah, but nobody wants to see it. But we all tuned in and seen it on Netflix.
Yeah, people will tune in to see this, but it won't be the spectacle it was.
It's fucking pathetic, man. This Saudi prince phoning them up with all his blood money. Oh, Fury, come back, son. And then he's getting these 2 has-beens. I mean, that's what they are. Has-beens, man. Haven't been. I mean, I don't want to say relevant in years, but I mean, it's like it's a battle of the fucking losers. That's what it is.
Yeah, the battle of the losers. But here, if they do fight, somebody's got to win unless it goes to a draw.
And I think the only real winner for me is Wilder.
Because he's getting a big payday.
And as I
said,
said, he's done. Like, I mean, his is on the floor. If he beat Joshua, it would kill Joshua. If Joshua beat Wilder, it'd be like, yeah, that's nothing we don't already know sort of
Yeah, it's
territory.
like I think it's like a no risk fight for Wilder. He's going to get paid well, and he's expected to lose anyway. People think he's done. Losing to Shang, losing to Parker. The people don't expect Wilder to come back and be successful or win a title. So whereas I think some people believe that Joshua still can come back and be a champion. So I mean, Joshua's got more to lose. I don't think he will lose. I think he'll win.
Yeah, you think he'll win. I would agree that you think he'll win. But I mean, are any of these two going to be anywhere near a world title soon? No, they're not. It's just simple as that. I mean, do you think boxing's had a bit of a flat
you
period?
say that, like, I mean, I don't see how Joshua's a million miles away for a title shot.
What, against Usyk?
He just had a title shot against fucking Dubois. Who's to say he couldn't knock out Wilder and ask for a rematch?
Because Wilder's pissed.
I mean,
asked for a rematch.
His next fight was going to be a fucking rematch.
Against who?
Dubois? So you're saying he's a million miles away for a title shot? He almost fucking had one.
Alright, well, maybe I'll rephrase that. He's a million miles away from winning a title.
So you don't think he could beat Dubois?
No, Dubois fucking battered him.
I know, but Dubois was on the ropes for a split second before he killed him.
A split second. That's because Joshua gave it his offer about 3 seconds and Dubois went, nothing, suits what? And then knocked him clean back to London.
Anyway, guys.
So back to selling drugs for Joshua.
Did it not happen in London?
Maybe it did. We'll sit back to his postcode then.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know down below who you think's going to win this fight. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.